welcome back to my channel wherever you're watching this from. My name is Kanake Gardens and I'm a fashion and product designer with interest in beauty, lifestyle, DIY projects, self-improvement and all good things under the sun. So first of all, allow me to apologize in advance for my resident noisemakers, my puppies. They like to be noticed. So from time to time you will hear them wailing in the background, but please try to ignore that. Now, I just want to bring you up to speed with some of the things that have been going on behind the scenes. Good things, I promise, good things. So I decided to take on a makeover project of my parents' rooftop. And it has been about a week now since I officially kicked off the project. So far I started off by decluttering the upstairs section because we had a section where we kept a lot of old stuff that we've accumulated over time, and that was a very rigorous process, which there is actually a lot of work to be done up here, and I recognize that it's going to be a long and interesting journey. So the first project I'm going to take on is going to be repainting this wall, which I'd like to paint in muted tones, maybe stripes of off-white and yellow, maybe even just paint the whole wall one color, and I'm thinking yellow or peach. The jury is still out on that, and I like this wall because when the sun sets over that horizon, it casts beautiful rays of light onto this wall, especially during the golden hour, which I like to take advantage of. And that for me is usually between 5 p.m. and 6 p.m., which is when I like to come up here and take professional promotional pictures for my Instagram and Facebook. So I'd like to paint it a nice muted color. Then over to these windows, I'm going to create shutters out of reclaimed wood. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 windows. And over to this section, this door needs a lot of love. So I'm also going to make a new door out of pallet wood and fix that latch, probably before this video goes live. Over to this section right here. Yes. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clear up this whole mess, and I'm going to go dumpster diving in here, guys. There's a lot of things that I could probably use for my DIY project. And now I have a nice clear workstation. So over to this side, I'm going to do the same thing that I did on the other side, which is I'm going to paint it yellow or peach. The jury is still out on that. I'm going to do the shutters on the windows. There are 6 in total, guys, I counted. And then I'm just going to pan you over. In that section, I'm going to barricade that area around the tank, maybe do some planters. And then on this area here, I'm going to create a nice chill spot actually against that wall, because this side gets a lot of shade in the afternoons. So we're going to bring in a swing, and we're going to do some fake grass in just a section of this rooftop. And then on this area, this side, you can see my mom attempted a rooftop garden here, and it did thrive for a while, but that area was torn off by a gust of wind, so I think she just decided to shelve her rooftop garden. But we're going to try and revive that rooftop garden, and that's just going to be an interesting journey for me because I'm not much of a gardener, so I really do want to learn a lot. Then we're going to replant all these plants, especially the ones that the planters have cracked, like that one, and just going to give this place a nice facelift so that it can be a nice cool chill spot. Welcome back. It's a new day, the sun is out, it's bright and shiny, and I am happy to report that I finished cleaning my workspace, and I'm going to be showing you some of the things that I salvaged from that cleaning expedition. Now, I couldn't get rid of everything because, as you can imagine, a lot of the things are steeped in history and also things that we would like to reuse as we make over this rooftop. So I'm just going to take you around. So as you can see, I was not able to get rid of everything, but I assure you that everything I kept is stuff that I want to use for the rooftop makeover. So for instance, these tacks right here, which were rained on yesterday and started to rust, I'm going to spray paint them so that I can use them for some of the projects that I have planned. And we have to cover this seat. It's an oldie. It was reclaimed from an old bus, and we cover it so that it doesn't get too dusty. And we like to restore and keep things on this in this household. So that's one of the things that I'm not too sure whether I'm going to get rid of. And now I have a nice clear workstation. I love this crate, guys. This is a find, a treasured find, which I'm going to use as a wall fixture for this section when I renovate. In this section we have some old books. These belong to me. In that box also, which I'm also going to refurbish and use as storage for my tools and materials. And then I also have a bunch of fabrics in here, so I take accountability and I take responsibility for the items that are actually most of the items that are here that remained. Guys, this concludes this video. I just want to thank you so much for joining me. If you've watched this to the end, thank you. Please like my videos and subscribe to my channel so that you know every time I have an update for you. If you're thinking of decluttering a space in your home and it is just overwhelming you, you're not alone. And I just want to tell you, just take it one step at a time. I didn't think I was actually going to be able to declutter this whole space in just one day, but as it turns out, I was able to. Hi Wamboy, thank you for joining us. So we've lived in this home for almost 20 years, so it's inevitable that we would have accumulated a lot of stuff in the course of those 20 years. And I myself have moved in and out of home a number of times, so I've had to bring back a lot of the things that I've purchased for my own home back home. So I'm really grateful that my parents were able to accommodate me. So basically this whole place needed a facelift, and because we've been here for a really long time, a lot of things have been run down, but I understand that they've done their best over the years, so I certainly don't hold it against them, and I hope that you won't either. Should I stop and breathe first?